Finally, has arrived my beautiful, amazing package and my new instant camera. Let's open it. Guys, I'm pretty excited about this because actually it's something that, of course, I have used a few of this kind of cameras, but this one maybe is the more unusual and more like exciting to use because it's completely, oh my god, fuck off, analog, and whoa, this one right here, no. Guys, this one is epic. Basically, they have sent me, I guess, right around here, like a kind of instant picture, probably took with one of this camera. That is pretty cool. I would say I really appreciate it. This one is some package about the promotion, and I'm gonna talk about this later. And this one, okay, this one is the first one, because actually, before I continue the opening, few days ago, basically my father, we were talking about cameras in general, and of course instant photography, and I just show him basically all the kind of instant cameras, and we started to talk about cameras in general. And he told me that when he was young, he used to have like a very old Rolleiflex, but unfortunately he basically sold it. That after that conversation I started to check on the internet which were about the best instant camera on the market, and finally I found this kind of company from Hong Kong that is called Mint, and they sell this kind of camera. They are basically old-fashioned camera like the Rolleiflex I thought before, but with new kind of feature like instant photography, for example. And this one is basically it. Is incredibly beautiful, and I'm gonna show you this like more like closely, but that's just pretty awesome. There is another one actually, because one is for me and one other for my father. I also ordered, and you can see over here, maybe I can just move this. I also ordered few lenses for the camera itself, because I think are really necessary. Of course, if you go outside, like to shooting with a very bright sun, yeah, I think it's very nice to have it. One of the very cool thing about ordering this camera also that they send you also some kind of cartridge of film. This one is with black corners, is frame with a black frame, is very nice did, and was free, of course. Of course, there is another one for the other camera, one monochrome, like another one like black and white. This one is basically like a color, I guess. And let's see, there is the other camera, of course. And I think that is basically it, around right here. These are two other camera. These are the lens for the camera. And let's check, wait, but maybe there's something else. Yes, of course. Because I also order, like to make it more simple to use it, a kind of string that you can just put on the camera. So basically you can hold this without your hands, you know, it's kind of it's a kind of collar. I don't know what is exactly the name in English. If you know it, just tell me, please. Let's open one of this. This one, okay. Just put this one right here, and just open it, okay? Guys, it's really beautiful. Maybe I can just show you over here. Hopefully it's gonna be on focus, but you can just see by yourself. It's really beautiful. Like, and you know what? When I saw it, I felt like maybe it's gonna be just plastic, and of course is plastic, but it feels very premium. You know, this kind of rubbery kind of feeling on your hand. That's that's very good indeed. This one is the lens hood. Wait, I just take it off. And there it is, with all this beauty. You know, one thing that I really appreciate about this very old-fashioned, restyling, vintage camera is the way of course, of using it. You know, of course, right here, we have also like, before like talking about the camera itself, I'm gonna, of course, there's the battery, this one are AA batteries to just with all like the instruction with some tips. Very useful, I'm gonna read after. Is a complete different way of using it. Firstly, one thing to say that like this, yes. Basically, the normal like DSLR or reflex use like this kind of viewfinder that you basically put the eye on it and you just start to shoot. And this one, the viewfinder basically is from the top, right here, so you can just put your, you know, eyes. It's very, I would say it's pretty large. Maybe I can just try right now to see. Maybe just this one right here. Okay, guys. Okay, it's very difficult to explain you what is the sensation using this camera. Maybe I can just try maybe to show you right here in some ways. The sensation is like to have a screen that actually is not even a screen, it's like a mirror, and is absolutely gorgeous. Another thing that they told me, that basically you can, you know, use this a kind of lens inside right here, a very like kind of, you know, macro lens that allowed you like to check the focus, because this camera, and this is one of the biggest difference from the others, has the possibility to manual focus from infinity. You know, you can just go look inside and just check your focus. You can also like control your exposure in a kind of more like, I would say, controlled way, actually. One other thing that they told you when you buy this kind of camera is the possibility, of course, to change the aperture. And this is pretty handy if you want to make this kind of very nice shallow depth of field like behind you, bokeh. Inside the box of the lens there are actually 4 things. And 3 things of these are completely different. The first thing you can get is the lens hood. Okay? You place over here, and basically you can avoid some lens flare. But I will be honest, I pretty like the lens flare, so I think I'm gonna keep it. So the other thing are this one are basically handy filter. They are basically sunglasses for your camera that allow you basically to avoid like, you know, overexposed image, because this kind of things you put right here and basically you're pretty sure that everything is gonna be dark and not super bright. You know, there are 3 difference of this, 3 different ones, and yeah, I think ND2, 4 and 8, and the difference is basically one is stronger than the other, so more light enter or not. But one other thing, pretty cool stuff, is this one, this lens right here. This one actually is a kind of close-up lens, so with this on, you basically can shoot very, very, very close object. And I think this one, oh gosh, yes, perfect. And this is pretty cool when you may want to make this kind of macro lens photography. Very nice. Okay, the last thing I would like to show you is the strip. Maybe you can just try to move all this thing over here. And so you can check how nice this thing is. You know what? Actually, it's leather. I think it's nice. I think it's pretty nice. You know, of course, I'm gonna talk about this camera maybe in the next videos, because there is so many features, so many good, very good stuff to talk about like the possibility. I think right here there is the flash. Yes, Thank you very much for watching. If you want to see other videos about this camera, just tell me with the comments, or just make sure to press the like button, and see you to the next one.